The purpose of this video is to assist you in learning about the General Education Program requirements in the accounting and business degrees. These are commonly referred to as GEPs. Please feel free to follow us on Twitter at Advising Poole to learn more about what is going on in Poole and in advising. There are 5 primary categories that we will discuss in order to acquaint you with your GEPs, including Humanities and Social Sciences, Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Interdisciplinary Perspectives, Physical Education Requirements, and Co-Requisites. You will learn about each of these requirements section by section. It is recommended that you view the printout of your degree audit as we go through each section and make notations if necessary about things that you don't understand or may have additional questions about. Take note of the key listed at the top of your degree audit so you know what the red X, green check, yellow diamond, and blue star mean. As we go through this section and others, make note of courses that you feel you have taken but may currently have a red X by them. These would be courses you could submit a request for degree requirement exception, which you can begin to discuss with your advisor. There are 10 requirements in the Humanities Social Sciences section. You will notice that sometimes there is only one option to fulfill a course requirement, as is the case with PSY 200, Intro to Psych. Other times you have options, such as in the foreign language requirement. If you click on the underlined requirement details icon, you will find a list of course choices that fulfill that requirement. English 101 is a 4-hour composition course required for all students. If you have taken 2 composition courses, your advisor can move your credit for your second course into the missing hour of credit for your English 101 requirement. If you have only taken 1 composition course, you can fulfill your final hour of credit by taking the 1-hour English 105 course. In position 20 is foreign language, and we will discuss that on the next slide. The next requirement is communications. If you click on requirement details, you will see a list of options that can satisfy that requirement. This student has taken COM 110, public speaking, to fulfill their communications requirement. Therefore, the word communications has been replaced by the course that was taken. All business and accounting students must take or transfer in PSY 200, Intro to Psychology. For EC 201, there are alternative options for this course listed under requirement details. For Econ 202, all students must take or transfer in Econ 202, which is Principles of Macroeconomics. In positions 70 through 100, under the requirement details, you will find options for the Ethics, Advanced Writing, Humanities, and additional breadth requirements. Students majoring in accounting and business must complete a foreign language at the 3rd semester level, regardless of how many hours or years of foreign language you took in high school or at your former school. There are several ways to complete this requirement. Option 1, take the traditional 3-course sequence illustrated on the slide. This is the best course of action if you have never studied a foreign language or if it has been some time since you took the foreign language. If you take the same language that you took in high school, the first level is considered review and will not count toward your course requirements for graduation. However, the course will count toward your GPA if you take the courses at NC State. Option 2, go to the language lab and take a computerized placement test to determine which level of foreign language in which you should begin. You can find their hours by going to www.ncsu.edu and searching for Foreign Language Placement Test. If you place into the 102 level but haven't taken the language in some time, you might consider the 110 option if you are taking either Spanish or French. FLF 110 and FLS 110 are more accelerated courses that combine 2 levels of their respective languages into 1 semester. This allows you to complete the foreign language requirement in 2 semesters, but you must place into either 110 or 102. Option 3, if you have transferred in credit for a foreign language, you may start at the next level. For example, if you have transferred in a level 1 language, you can start at level 2. Option 4, if you speak another language fluently, take a look at the bottom of your degree audit where you see non-degree courses. If you see the native fluency notation, contact your advisor so they can move an elective course into the foreign language space if it has not already been done. If you do not see the native fluency notation, contact Dr. Dudley Marquis via email, sending him the information as stated on the PowerPoint slide. Contact your academic advisor if you have any questions about foreign language. The next session we will cover contains your math and natural science requirements. You must complete 7 hours of natural science. One of those courses must include a lab. The student on screen earned AP credit for a 4-hour lab science course and took an additional 3-hour science course with no lab. You can click on the requirement details if you would like a list of options you can take. The first math requirement that is listed on your degree audit is the calculus requirement, which appears in the 20 position. In Poole, students must take 4 hours of calculus. For some students, like the ones pictured on screen, they will take a 3-hour calculus course and they will fulfill their remaining hour with either Math 132 or ST 307. The Math 132 course is a computational lab, while ST 307 is an introduction to SAS statistical programming. We are encouraging students to take ST 307 as it is a more useful course, particularly if you are interested in data analysis. If you took a 4-hour calculus course previously, it will likely transfer in as Math 141, which is a 4-hour course that satisfies your entire calculus requirement. Some students will have taken a 3-hour calculus course and a 1-hour lab. For instance, if you have taken Math 263 and Math 263A at a North Carolina community college, you have completed your 4-hour calculus requirement. Other schools may have similar circumstances. In this case, if the 4th hour of calculus still has a red X by it, contact your academic advisor so the lab can be moved into that position. Now take a moment to look at the blue writing underneath the word calculus on screen. You will see the words C- or better required. This is what we call a CWAL course, meaning that you must make a C- or better in the course to fulfill the requirement. All CWAL courses are noted with the same blue writing on your degree audit. Once you have fulfilled the requirement with a C- or better, the blue writing will disappear. The second math requirement is finite math, which appears in the 30 position. This can also be met by scoring a 3 or better on the AP Statistics exam or by transferring in ST 311. If you have done this, your advisor should move the credit for ST 311 into the finite math position. Finally, in the 40 position is Econ and Business Statistics, which is Business 350 or ST 350. Previous AP Statistics credit or ST 311 will not meet this requirement. The next sections we will cover are the interdisciplinary, physical education, and co-requisite sections. Each accounting and business student must complete one course from the interdisciplinary perspectives list. These courses combine in-depth material for multiple academic disciplines. You will get a general idea of these courses if you click on the Requirement Details button and look at the options for fulfilling this requirement. Next on the screen is physical education. There are 2 hours of PE that are required, one at the 100 level and another at either the 100 or 200 level. If you have taken any active PE course, it should be placed in the 100 level space. If that has not been done, contact your academic advisor so they can move the course. When searching in MyPack for PE courses, you will look under the HES prefix as PE courses are taught in the Health and Exercise Studies department. If you have served in the military, contact your academic advisor about obtaining credit for your PE requirement. The last category we will discuss are your co-requisites. Co-requisites are requirements that can be coupled with other course requirements. For example, your M100 course satisfies both your U.S. diversity requirement as well as your M100 requirement as an accounting or business major. Your second co-requisite is the global knowledge requirement. These courses contain information about people and cultures outside of the United States. If you plan to study abroad during your time in Poole, any course you take abroad will satisfy your global knowledge requirement. The global knowledge requirement is easiest to couple with your humanities, additional breadth, or interdisciplinary perspective requirements, which is often referred to as double counting. If you would like to take advantage of this double count, you will need to find a course that is listed on the global knowledge list as well as either humanities, additional breadth, or interdisciplinary perspectives requirements. This concludes the Accounting and Business GEP video. You may choose to go ahead and take the GEP quiz, or you can move on to the next video which details your major requirements.